Hello and welcome to Alchemy for the Pros. Okay, so now in the last video I showed you the very basics of alchemy, how to actually make potions, give you a few tips and tricks on how to increase it, blah blah blah. In this one we're going to go into more detail about how to make the really cool things out of alchemy. Okay, first I'm just going to get some boring bits out of the way though. I'm just going to go through what the different apparatus in game actually does, because each piece of alchemy equipment doesn't just make it better, it all makes it better very specifically. So the first item is the mortar and pestle. Now this is the very basis of any alchemy kit. Okay, you don't actually need any other items to create them, so get a grandmaster of this one first. Or just steal the one from Balmora, why not? Now this will just increase the general quality of all your potions. The second item is an alembic. Now this reduces the length and the strength of all the negative effects, if that makes sense. And the retort does the opposite. That will actually increase the strength and the duration of all the positive effects. So a retort's for boosting the pros and the alembics for reducing the cons, basically. And the calcinator's an interesting one because that actually does everything. It will increase the strength and duration of both the positive and the negative effects. So I generally get that one last. Now finding the grandmasters of all of these is a very difficult task. I suggest every time you go to a new place, if there's an apothecary, if there's an alchemist or a healer or something like that, just go and check anywhere that might have use of a very basic alchemy kit. The tell places have a lot of good stuff. In fact, there is a something grandmaster in an apothecary in one of those places. I'm not too sure where it is. Alternatively, you could just cheat and check it out on the wiki. So, super potions, what are they and how do we make them? Well, they're super potions, they're potions of the super variety, and this is how you make them. It's rather easy. It just basically involves boosting your intelligence or your alchemy skill by using alchemy. It's great, isn't it? You can create them to ridiculous lengths. Now I'm going to show you how. The very basic way of doing it is by creating a potion with Fortify Intelligence. You use ash yam, what else have I got here? Neck leather, I'm not sure of that. There's a couple more other items actually, check the wiki page for it. Okay, now what you do is just create one potion, Fortify Intelligence, you created a potion. Okay, and then we take it. Oh, I've got a lot of potions here. 50 points for 140 seconds, okay. And then what you do is you go make another potion, another Fortify Intelligence. Now this one's going to be a little bit better than the last one, because you're under the effects of the previous one, of course. So you can do it, you can boost it that way, or you could just make them all like that, if you really can't be bothered, and take them all. So let's just see. Okay. Intelligence 490. That's a bit silly really, isn't it? So we can either go from there and start making the potions we want, but I'm going to show you another trick. You can do this instead of if you wanted to. What's that one? That's the one. Fortify Alchemy, 100 points on self 8 times. Now if I was to cast that spell twice, I wouldn't get the effects twice. The second one would just negate the first effects, but you can, as seen here, place 8 of the same effect into a spell. Is it 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I'm fortifying my alchemy by 800 points there. It only goes up to 100 by default. Problem with this, of course, is it's going to, especially if you're not a magic user, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to cast. But there's ways around that. I have an enchant thing here I use for enchanting, Fortified Luck and Fortify Intelligence. So you've already fortified your intelligence quite nicely for it, to cast it, if you do some potions that way. So yeah, you just want to get your intelligence and where is it? And your alchemy skill up as high as possible. Great, I'm just going to cast this. There it is, alchemy 877. Wow. That's only for 2 seconds, but whatever, it'll do. So, what you do then is you make your potions while you're already stupidly boosted up. What can I make here? Have I got anything to go with that? Yeah, use one of them. Fortify speed. Just make a few of them. And let's have Fortify speed 470 points for 1,402 seconds. I'm trying to count in my head and do massive maths now. That's about 20 minutes, I think. Let's just have one of them and see what happens. Whoa! It's a bit faster than I expected. Yep. Yep, that's fast. As that is a super potion, of course you can do with that with anything. You can fortify your strength with it. In fact, fortifying your strength is very handy, especially if you like dungeon crawling. You know, picking up everything. Because you can just boost your strength so much. You don't have to worry about the carry limit for 20 minutes. And of course you've got a million more potions. Whee! Ow! Well, that was a nice boost. Look at that, that's brilliant. I wouldn't recommend it on items like levitation or maybe invisibility. In fact, I'll cover visibility next because there's a trick to making invisibility potions. But say if you levitate for a very long period of time, you can't rest anywhere or wait. You have to stop at a bed, so do be careful of that. Now I'm just going to tell you about making invisibility potions while I remember, because there's a slight problem making them. I don't know what you'd call it really. I'll just go ahead and make them. Bits of green petals and diamonds. Okay, using all alchemy pieces. Invisibility for 9 seconds. I'll just make another one. Bits of green petals, diamonds. Right. What you want to do is remove either the calcinator or the retort. Okay, either one of them two. And I'll create a potion and you will find invisibility for 14 seconds. So by using all the alchemy equipment, I've actually come out with a lesser potion. I don't know why, it shouldn't do that, but it does, so do be wary of that. Right, that's it for alchemy I think. If you're not using alchemy, you should be. It's so handy. Enjoy being super.